Greetings, everyone, friends, family, supportive strangers, uh, accidental passerbys. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, ouch, itch, welcome. You will find that I'm just a person, just a human being going through an experience. And I'm choosing to share that experience with you in hopes that we can all build a community and get through these kinds of things together. And hopefully, you find value in what I have to share about my experience. So, yes, this is stream number 2 for the day. Earlier, I talked a little bit about the emotional roller coaster, didn't get too in depth. Maybe we can talk about that a little more after I give you the latest update. So, you'll remember that I said I had a lot of activity when I woke up this morning. So I accepted the hiring event that was offered in my email. First thing, waste of time. It was a complete and utter waste of my time. I showed up at the appropriate time, clicked the join button, even a couple of minutes early, and then I just waited. So no meeting took place. At the appointed time, I was dropped into a queue where there were 33 people in the queue ahead of me. So I waited and I waited, and every few minutes the number would drop by 1 or 2. And as an hour went by, it finally became my turn. So what happened when it was my turn, you ask? Well, the person came on the screen. I came on the screen. It was like any other Zoom meeting, Google meeting, Teams, whatever virtual meeting program you might use. It was just as one would expect. Both people show up on the screen. She looks at the screen and just exits me out. She just released me into the ethosphere. And I was immediately, not a word, not a hi, how are you? Not a I'm closing this event, not we've already found someone, nothing, not a single word. I was just immediately pushed to another screen that gave me a survey. What was this experience like? Did you feel good about the interview? I don't even remember all the questions. There's, I don't know, maybe 5 questions, I think. Anyway, I only left very negative feedback because it was a complete waste of my time. I was kind of mad. I'm going to be honest. I was a little mad. So half an hour after that ended, I had another one, the one that was already on my calendar. That one was also a waste of my time, but thankfully, it was only half an hour and there was a human being involved. So I showed up at the appointed time, clicked the join button. When the presenters started the event, I can't tell if it was a live webinar type thing or if it was a pre-recorded video. It had the feel of a pre-recorded video that was trying to present like a live interaction, but there was no true live interaction. There was a chat feature, but there was no interaction, no posting, no conversation going on in it. The guy basically sat there for half an hour talking about their life insurance company with a very strange pay structure. And he also didn't give us any real financial information about how much money people really make. He gave an average, which to me is a clue for commission or a sales-based multi-level marketing kind of thing. It was a little weird, but there was no one-on-one questions, but he presented it like, if you fill out this form at the end of this, we will be selecting people for a final interview. We are intending to hire, yada, yada, which all came out to me as code for, we're going to take whoever wants to sign on because that's going to boost my pay. So I have more information about how all that works now. The online hiring event, specifically through the job search site, was that one I expected more from because it's a legitimate job search site. But when somebody leaves you in queue for an hour and then just click, there you go, without a word, I'm pretty convinced I won't be accepting any other events like that, no matter what the job is. Today's experience kind of soured me on that whole concept. In theory, I can see how it could be beneficial for some employers to use that kind of model if they were, presenting, if they had picked 10 candidates that they wanted to consider for position, and they come on and give you a whole bunch of information because it might be a deal breaker for the candidates, right? And then, just gave you all that information and then let you continue with the process if you choose, which is kind of like what the second guy did, except it just seemed like such a shady business model. There was no um, cost of the product provided. There was no hourly salary commission information provided. It was just an average paycheck is this much, not we start paying at this much per hour or this much salary or anything else. Plus, I had to get an insurance license, or anyone working with them would have to get an insurance license, and they could only cover up to about half of the program. So you have to pay for the program and take the exam, and then they could reimburse you a portion. For someone like me looking for a permanent full-time position, that just is not reliable enough. Plus, you had to use your own computer, your own the way he made it sound was you're using your own stuff. They're just scheduling the meetings for you, and you show up and talk to the people about what the insurance program that you have to offer them. But there was no talk about what that insurance program costs, how much percentage you make on it, or if it's a base pay plus commission. There was no real information about any of that. So here we are. We're just doing the day and finishing up all job related activities for the day. I'm going to give my brain a break, drink my sparkling water, maybe go get a snack. I don't know. But I'm just going to caution, beware of when a job you haven't applied for proactively reaches out to you and says they're contacting you because they saw your resume, and they won't tell you anything about the job first. And the first one that just yeeted me off the meeting, that one actually did have a job description that I could link to, but I have a feeling it was one of those fake jobs that I talked about the other day, because again, she didn't give me any information. There was nothing. It was just, not even a sorry we wasted your time today. Nothing. Not hi. Just literally nothing. She looked at the screen and I was gone. So I don't know if she was doing that to everyone, or if she just was doing it to some people and not others, or if she just thought it was funny. I don't know. But just beware that kind of thing is out there. So I am not likely to accept any more of those, hey, do you have time to talk to me about the job, if I haven't actually applied for the job already. It was really upsetting. The first one was supposed to be for a customer service position. I probably wasn't interested, even if it was a legit job, because it would have meant an hour drive for $16 an hour. which I mean, wouldn't even have been worth the gas as far as I live. So I just need a moment. I need a moment to reevaluate and regroup and go back through the job postings. And also, I got an email today that the unemployment office did not get my filed claim on Sunday, and I'm doing my weekly claim every Sunday. They didn't get it this Sunday, prompting me to go file again by the deadline, which is what I will do this afternoon. Make sure it actually registers. But that's where we're at. That's the process as of today. So thank you. I hope your day is much more productive and less time wasted than mine. Um, so I appreciate all the support. I'm here to give you all the love and support as well. Have a great day. I will see you in the next update.